Welcome back to my garden. My name is Marcia and I'm the Black Thumb Gardener. I live in Ontario, Canada, USDA Zone 5B, and welcome to my kitchen garden. There's a lot that's growing this week. The raised beds that we built are exploding with vegetables, and it's almost time to get our spring crops out of the garden and harvested and start putting in our summer crops. Now, I have started some summer crops from seed. They have not sprouted yet. It's taking a while to get them into the garden, but that's okay. When they're in, they'll flourish nonetheless. We're going to start this June update with my brassica bed. I've already got broccoli forming heads and they're looking really good because I've been protecting them with a mesh. I do have 3 types of broccoli: cauliflower, kale, Brussels sprouts, bok choy, Napa cabbage, celery, spinach, and cilantro crammed into this raised bed. I know, it's a lot. It looks like I was a bit late in harvesting my Asperbrock broccolini because it's already flowering. While I'm here, I figured I might as well harvest the broccolini that's already gone to seed, and then I'll pick up some kale from this bed. Broccolini is actually one of my favorite broccoli varieties. It's usually the first to harvest, and I love the long, tender stems that are perfect for stir fries or for grilling. What's also great is that it tends to keep producing small side shoots even after the first harvest, so you get more over time. If I had only one raised bed to grow in, this is exactly what I would do. I would plant tomatoes down the center. I have 3, onions along one side, and carrots down the other, and then tuck herbs, leafy greens, and flowers in between. I do have to come in and thin out the lower leaves of the tomatoes for some airflow, and also thin out some of the carrots some more, but this bed is looking great. This is another bed with tomatoes, and I'm excited to see I already have some fruit forming. This is a cherry tomato variety called Cherry Falls, and in this bed I have a succession sowing of spinach and radishes, and I also have some carrots that definitely need to be thinned out. In the same bed I have some sugar snap peas, and I've already started to harvest from this plant, but I'm afraid I'm eating them before I can preserve them. Now here I have a potato experiment going on. This container has seed potatoes and it's growing nicely. This is a Pacific russet seed potato that I picked up at my local garden center. And over here I have potatoes from the grocery store that are growing very slowly. They were started at the same time, and just look at the difference. We can't do this update without taking a peek at the garlic bed. Now I have leeks, shallots, onions, and garlic here, so really it's an allium bed. I even sprinkled in some brassicas as an experiment to see whether or not they would be attacked by pests, and the answer is yes, it does not matter. However, they are looking good because I've been checking for eggs every single day. But other than that, this bed is looking great. I already have garlic scapes almost ready to harvest, which means we're about a month away from harvesting garlic in this bed. This kitchen garden is a well-used, well-loved garden. Every day I'm in the garden, whether it's pulling herbs, pulling veggies, leafy greens for use for dinner, for lunches, for breakfast. It is always being used and I'm always in the garden. And this is the idea that I was hoping for, that I would have a space where I can grow loads of veggies and fruits and leafy greens for my family, that I'd be able to come into the garden every day and pull something yummy from it and be able to feed my family. Now let's check out the GreenStalk. There's a lot happening here. The GreenStalk was planted over a month ago and it's exploding with tons of veggies.
The top 2 rows of the GreenStalk is filled with strawberries. The very top is Fresca strawberries that we started from seed together, and it's already starting to bloom. So we're going to have some strawberries very soon. And the second row of strawberries are strawberries I had from last year that I grew from seed, and also strawberries that I picked up at the garden center because a few of them died. If you're short on space like I am, growing vertically in a GreenStalk is a great alternative. This has over 30 pockets for growing anything that you'd like. I've grown tomatoes, herbs, leafy greens, broccoli, cauliflower, everything you can think of, zucchini, corn. You can think of it, you can grow it. This is an amazing solution, and it's become really popular over the last few years.
I decided to harvest the Napa cabbage off of the GreenStalk because it's getting warmer and I don't want this to bolt, so I'm going to make some kimchi out of this. I do have Napa cabbage tucked into my brassica bed, so I'm going to grab that as well. I should mention that I am growing miniature Napa cabbages, not the full size, because in my garden space is everything, and you'll see that I grow a lot of miniature varieties of your favorite fruits and veggies. This one didn't do as well as the one that was in my GreenStalk just because all of these brassica leaves are covering the plant from the sun. So next time I think I'm just going to grow this exclusively in the GreenStalk in the fall. After harvesting the Napa cabbage, I brought it into the kitchen to try something new, my very first batch of homemade kimchi. I started by chopping and salting the cabbage to draw out the moisture. Then I added in some sliced green onion, shredded carrot, and daikon radish. For the paste, I made a simple glue using rice flour and water, and then mixed in Korean hot pepper flakes for that classic flavor and heat. Instead of fish sauce, I used vegan oyster sauce to keep it plant-based, but still full of umami. Once everything was well combined, I packed it into a container to ferment. I'll let it sit at room temperature for a day or two before moving it to the refrigerator. This is my first time making kimchi, but I'm really committed to exploring new ways to preserve what I grow, and this felt like a tasty and fun place to start. Let me know if you've made kimchi before or if you've tried preserving anything from your garden. I'm always looking for inspiration. One of my favorite parts of June is that the flowers are finally blooming. My peonies are in their prime, roses are opening, and the baptisia and nepeta are buzzing with bees. If you love peonies, I went to the Oshawa Peony Festival and posted a whole video. So many varieties and colors, it's definitely worth a watch.
I was not expecting to get a harvest like this. Wow. I hope this inspires you as to what is possible in your backyard garden to be able to feed your family. It's not going to be perfect and it's not going to be all year round, but at least during the spring and summer months, you'll have loads and loads of veggies and fruit to be able to live from, to be able to eat from, to be able to feed your family. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you get a chance to get out into your garden, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Thank you.